Hi everyone, welcome back to my show. My name is Precious, and today's episode we're going to be talking about body shaming. So, what is body shaming really? Basically, body shaming is people shaming you for your body. But basically, I would say that body shaming is criticizing people based on the size of their body, the shape of their body, or like maybe some certain features on their body, right? That's like body shaming. And what's an example of body shaming? Some people may just look at you like, wow, you're so fat, right? And you're thinking that, why are you telling me I'm fat? You don't even know how that person would receive it or if it's going to affect your self-esteem, right? But you just say, oh, you're so fat. And it's very common, like, amongst like Nigerian people. I don't know about other African countries, but they can just look at you and be like, what's wrong? You see your stomach is just so big. It's not only you're chopping money. But guess what? Your body shaming the person because what if it's affecting the self-esteem? Now, I actually have another example. Let's take a look at women. Like, you know how like when women get pregnant, like sometimes like, their face changes, right? Like, oh my goodness, there was a particular scenario that I can remember and I felt bad after. Like, the lady was saying hello to me, but I did not recognize her because everything had changed from her nose to her eyes to the color of her skin, like everything, like she just looked so different. And she was telling us about how people would just say that to her. Like, I mean, I didn't say mine, right? I was just looking at her like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't recognize you. But I mean, I felt bad for saying that. Like, obviously she was pregnant, right? But people actually walked up to her like, oh my God, your nose is so big now. And it's not her fault. It's not something that she has control over. She was pregnant, all right? Like, can people just keep their opinion to themselves without having to make people feel bad for whatever season, whatever it is that they're going through? I've even heard about another situation whereby, like, and this was actually in church too. Like, this man just walked up to a particular lady that had been married for years, like, oh, congratulations, like, like when are you due? Thinking she was pregnant, but the stomach was just big, like, I mean, but she had to say that the woman after that, like, she had to lose weight because she just got tired of people telling her congrats, like, and this is someone that is actually believing God for the fruit of the womb. Do you know how bad that would be for her to just go home and like feel bad about like, okay, her stomach and everything? So that's like an example of body shaming. Like, but I would love to even hear from like men and women, like after giving birth to kids, right? Like, how like their body would change, and maybe for some it may even be like the shoe size would change, for some it would shrink, for some like the size they just get bigger, for some they get skinnier. And like things like this really affect women. Why? Because some women have postpartum depression after giving birth. Like, they don't like the way they look, everything, they just get tired. So we need to be extremely careful about how we body shame people, either knowingly or unknowingly. Some people are not doing it intentionally, while some would just intentionally say it to hurt your feelings. But I think we should be more conscious of that. But I would like to hear like a scenario from you, like maybe where someone said something to you that I just felt like it was that person was body shaming you. Like, how did you handle that situation? Did you fight back, or did you just wave it aside like, am I alright? Like, you'll be alright, Joe. Like, I would like to hear from you. Please drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.